Welcome to another episode of the Gameboiz podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, William Henderson. Across from me, 6 feet away, is my friend George Ferrito.
Aloha.
And today we are going to be talking about the free games for September.
And
Hey, listen.
the movie.
Yep. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Gameboiz. Today, first of all, we're going to be talking about the free games that were announced for PlayStation Plus September.
Because that's my favorite price.
Yeah, free 99.
Yep. I'm so down for it. And it's well timed as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we timed the rest of our life around it. Right?
Yeah.
I guess, sort of. For me, there's a reason that the first or one of the first sound drops in our intro song is a classic Hadouken.
Yeah.
It's because I think that's my first vivid video game memory.
Right.
Is of Street Fighter 2. I lived on a small island in the Pacific, and there was a diner just maybe two or three blocks from my house. I was probably 4. Yeah. And so my family would go there to just eat. It's a classic Hawaiian drive-in diner.
You remember this at 4 years old?
Yeah. Well, I had a very tumultuous childhood. I might have been 4 turning 5. I know I did kindergarten there.
What does tumultuous mean?
Like a lot going on. Like a kind of... My mom got divorced, and my mom and dad got divorced at 3, and before I was in kindergarten, she had a new husband, and we had lived on a different island. So there was a lot going on.
You're like, I was making grilled cheese by 5.5.
Yeah, I wish my mom would let me make grilled cheese at 5.5. I didn't learn how to cook till I was like 15.
That's, yeah.
Fucking, but that was out of a need. And
I learned to cook like a month ago.
so proud of you growing up. But we would go to this diner, and I would ask for a quarter, and I would have to get on, like, they had a stool nearby so that I could reach, I assume, because I felt special, but I'm sure it was just because
They're like, we need this for George.
other
when he
people had
comes in.
kids. But I was like, yeah, no, that's my stool. And I would play Street Fighter.
Did you ever go in and there was another kid playing? You had to, like, push him off?
That's why it was.
You
it
had to
was,
like street fight him off.
It was such a weird thing for me because I'd never.
And when he pushed him, you went Hadouken.
I should have. Just some fat butterball trying to fucking essentially tackling some kid.
Oh my god.
But that was like my first time playing. We would go to that diner and I would play the Street Fighter 2 arcade game, and I would always accidentally do a Hadouken because I didn't understand what was going on. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
So
Accidentally do a Hadouken.
yeah,
Do a Hadouken.
do a Hadouken.
That sounds like a song.
That's our
That could be a
our
dance.
single.
What does he do when he does the Hadouken?
It's like a Kamehameha. So it's
Does he
just-
lift the
it's
knee
two-
up?
No, I think it's his back leg is extended, his right leg is like in lunge, and then he sends a fireball.
All right. Well, for the purposes of the dance, we're gonna lift one leg up.
That's not a
Extend the
Hadouken.
arm.
That's a Captain
that's
Morgan,
a
bro.
Hadouken. That's a Hadouken.
With a one knee.
But not
up.
if you extend the hand still. All right, dude. There was no Hadoukens in the movie.
There was one.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed
You
it.
definitely missed it. Yeah, I don't know how you missed it in its cinematic glory.
Dude, that movie is so bad. I had a hard time paying attention to it.
It was if for those of you that don't know, there is a Street Fighter movie. And it was marked a success. It actually made a profit.
Only because of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, it only made a profit, in my
I
opinion,
am coming
because
to get you.
because of Raul Julia,
Who?
M. Bison. Raul Julia,
Oh.
he's got a up until that was the last movie he did before he died. I think he died 2 months before Street Fighter was released.
He probably died after seeing that final cut.
Yeah, for sure.
He was like, "What have I
sure.
done with my
Well,
career?"
I don't know if that was just showbiz at the time. I don't think his performance was that great, but I think he got nominated for an award for M. Bison, but I think it was more to kind of nominate his career
Oh, I see.
after his
see.
death. Um,
That's so. He literally plays Hitler on steroids.
yeah, which is weird because he's got cancer during this
Really?
this time. Yeah, that's why the final scene.
Well, that's kind of perfect because he looks like a very like drained, like I don't know, like Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, really?
Look.
I feel like they were going for a bulk look because there's it's that suit
Oh, I didn't get
definitely
that
has
vibe
some
for
muscle
him.
on it. Muscle. I can't talk.
Musel?
Musel.
I definitely did not get that vibe
No.
from him. No.
What
Not
did
at
you
all.
What did you think about the movie in general?
Oh, it was terrible.
Define terrible. Why terrible?
The acting was terrible. The ADR was terrible. The special effects were terrible. The story was terrible. Everything about it was bad. It didn't need the Street Fighter name on it. You could have just changed the characters' names and their looks a little bit, and you could have named it something else, and it would have been a movie. Like, it's not even like reminiscent of Street Fighter. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? Their names were there,
Yeah, their names and like the way they somehow got dressed.
right?
And they just managed to get into their outfits. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. No doubt about it.
It's so bad that it's not even good.
No, yeah. It's not a good bad either.
Yeah,
Like
it's,
Jean-Claude Van Damme is. I don't understand how he got popular. Dude, that tattoo that he has in it is so like spray on.
his temporary tattoo. Yeah, dude.
It's like, did you get that yesterday?
There was probably one of those quarter machines in front of the place, and he got a temporary that's an American flag.
He's like, oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah, you know what's fucking dumb
He talks
is
like a child.
he's from Belgium,
Oh God.
and they cast him in an American role,
Well, at least they're the UN.
but he was their first pick. Like they spent a quarter of their budget on him.
Yeah, but when he fucking takes his shirt off and he's in the tank top and then he throws a punch and then flexes into the
zooms
camera.
in.
Yeah. You're like, oh, that makes sense. It's like, Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, he's ripped.
It's rude.
Oh, it's so funny. But what I did appreciate about it, the movie, is that it did have like a little bit of humor, like a little bit of like comedy in it. It was like, oh, that was funny. That was funny.
There
like, that
are
was
there
pretty
are
well
some
done.
very well written lines in
Yeah.
the movie. The overall execution of a Street Fighter movie is a problem.
I don't know why they weren't just like, here's the warlord, right? And then here's the rest of the world. And he's like, send your best fighters to fight against mine. And they're like, okay. And then they just send a group and then they all have to fight. That's the fucking movie. That's the Street Fighter movie, okay?
Yeah, that's my problem with it now. I didn't realize growing, because I definitely watched this movie as a kid multiple times and stopped to watch this movie. Like, oh, it's on USA. Guess we're watching this today. Like,
Terrible.
yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of it, but I didn't realize until recently that it ignores the meat and potatoes of what makes Street Fighter.
Yeah.
For the sake of just quote unquote not making another kung fu movie.
Right.
Instead, they're like, let's make it into a war movie.
You know what's really funny? Yeah, right. Is that like they have like stealth boats and this warlord is supposed to have like the highest technology and they're driving this boat in and he just releases like World War II sea mines. It's like, what?
But he's using, I don't know if you noticed, it's a quick shot. He's using
Street Fighter
the
thing.
gamepad.
Yeah. I noticed that on his like thing that floats around. Is
Yeah,
a street.
on his desk.
That's very funny. Very nice addition.
Yeah,
there.
so there's, I think behind the scenes, there's a lot of Street Fighter passion in this project, but
I
unfortunately,
mean, there's a ton of references, but it's like you don't need those.
Yeah.
For that movie.
but it's released in a time where there were still too many cooks in the kitchen, too many producers had its fingers on it, too much budget came from 300 different people.
There's far too many characters in that movie.
Yeah.
Far too many.
Yeah, considering that what made Street Fighter 2 was its original 8-character roster. Like you should have only had at the most 4 main characters and 4 supporting.
Yeah,
But
or like
it's-
4 villains. Like
Yeah.
surely there's like
They had like almost everyone. It's like they couldn't pick an iteration at that point of which Street Fighter they wanted to do, because it wasn't called Street Fighter 2. It was called Street Fighter. Like it wasn't a Street Fighter 2 movie.
oh right.
Street
But
Fighter.
it does say like based on the video game Street
Right.
Fighter 2.
But they have to because in the original Street Fighter, you could only play as Ken or Ryu. I don't know if you knew this.
Ryu.
Ryu.
Well, that's not what they say in the movie.
In Japanese, it's Ryu.
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 And
Is that good?
it's pretty good, actually.
Thank
you making sushi right now, bro?
I wish.
It's crazy.
That'd be cool.
Can you use chopsticks?
No.
We can't take you to sushi if you can't use
I can
chopsticks.
try. I
All
mean,
right.
I think I'm coordinated enough to do it.
I don't know. It's about a magic thing. There was a point in my life where, like, I know for a fact that I didn't know how to use chopsticks. I understood the concept, and I would always try. And then one day, I was eating, and I was like, I don't remember learning how to do this. Like, that moment, I never had that moment. Kind of like swimming. It's like I don't remember really how
Yeah, I don't remember
do
learning how to
this,
swim, but I know how.
it's magic.
Yeah.
Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so you can only play as Ken or Ryu, and you can only play as Ken if in the arcade the second player came in and then you guys fought and then you beat Ken. You now played as Ken, and then you played through the rounds. But it was an 87, so it wasn't they didn't have a PvP. There wasn't a let's choose a character and then fight them.
Oh, it was just campaign. Like,
Yeah, it was
like
a
the
single
ladder
player.
thing.
Yeah. You were fighting in the tournament, and that was my problem with the movie. Is like they just got rid of the tournament.
Right. It's
but,
like the whole point of the
yeah,
game.
but why? Like that provides you a narrative.
Right, I
for it.
agree. Yeah,
However
it's like
you-
that's what more. I mean, we'll probably get to it, but that's what Mortal Kombat did in their movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the evil guy was just like, just brings people. He was just like,
Basically.
you're gonna fight.
Yeah.
And like that's the movie.
Yeah,
And
but-
then they're cheating, and then there's a little side quest.
It's
but, you know.
almost I guess again I'm looking at the project in hindsight, but it's almost like they didn't want to do a Bruce Lee movie when the game itself is kind of an homage to Bruce Lee in that like that Enter the Dragon tournament style. Like you have this fighter, he comes in, he whoops everyone's ass, and he whips the dude's ass at the end. Like
that's what like Ryu was supposed to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's
Those
Asian and
guys,
stuff.
Ryu and Ken, they were the worst actors in the movie by far. Well, I don't know. Jean-Claude, I don't know. I don't consider him an actor. He's like a martial artist that just got thrown into Hollywood.
Yeah.
So like that, he doesn't count as an actor. But like
guess.
those dudes auditioned for that role. And also, who's the director that's looking at those and being like, I guess that's the best we'll get. You know?
At that point, I mean, you got to think
So
about.
bad.
I think I don't know when this movie came out. Probably like 94.
Early 90s,
Yeah,
probably.
but you got to think about the business at the time. Is like, it's not like now where there's this wide pool of talent that you can pull from. There's no internet. It's like who
Yeah.
do you know? The pool is very narrow.
Yeah.
And it's like who's got stunt backgrounds, who's got this. Plus, they spent more than half of their budget went to Jean-Claude and Raul Julia. And I guess that's fair in terms of their credits. You know, Raul Julia was prior like active for like 30 plus years. Like,
Yeah.
he was in the Addams Family. He was fucking in everything.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right.
So by that point, they could only cast essentially stunt people who could read lines.
Right.
So, but it's
The
cool.
stunts are even bad though, so they're not even stunt people.
Yeah, and that was I think more of a problem of the shoot as I was reading because like because of their budget, they couldn't hire the people they needed to choreograph. So a lot of the choreography, a lot of the training was done week of production or even moments before shoot.
By Jean-Claude, he's like, I'm gonna do 3 kicks in a row, and they're
Probably.
all gonna land, even though they're slow as shit.
Yeah, that's why all the scenes are cut. It's hit,
Dude,
hit, cut, hit, hit.
I
cut.
could block those kicks. You see them coming from a mile away. They're so
Yeah.
slow. You just put your arms up. Tuh.
I don't know. Sometimes you can get some fucking power in that.
I mean, I'm sure
Especially
you can.
If you catch a kick on your arm, you might break your arm.
Yeah, but not if you're strong like me.
You built like a brick shit house,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
What is that? I love that phrase, but I don't know what it means. What is a brick shit house built like?
Like an outhouse.
No, I get it, but why does that make it the structure of choice to be compared to, and not a brick building or a shit house?
It's
just fun to say?
probably more structurally sound because it's smaller. You know,
No, I don't know because the
Oh.
pyramids
it's
still exist.
more compact, more dense, more mass
More mass in a smaller
in a
space.
smaller space.
Oh, like Ant-Man.
They probably build it thick so the smell doesn't get out. I don't know. Fucking look it up, dude.
I don't want
Don't
to.
ask
My
me.
computer's currently
fuck?
running other things.
God damn.
The cast I wanted to talk about for Street Fighter. They That's like the start of a lot of those people's careers. It's cool to watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Chun-Li is Ming-Na Wen. She's the
Okay.
voice of Mulan. She's done S.H.I.E.L.D. She's still doing work.
Fucking babe, by the
yeah,
way.
yeah, she's like
Holy
49
shit.
now, and she looks like that.
Like she
Still.
did a Street
You're
Fighter?
like, Jesus,
Damn.
dude. I liked her character as Chun-Li, but
Her and then that big Hawaiian dude.
E Honda.
Yeah, he was like, they were like the best actors in the movie, which is weird because they're side characters.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I think all the talent was behind the scenes. You know,
there's probably like 3 big Hawaiian guys like that. at that
he was
time.
probably the only one at that time.
They
Like,
probably went to Hawaii and they were like, "Hey, you want to roll?" He was like, "That's how I get everywhere, dude."
he's like, I am hungry. Yes, I would love. I would love one. But yeah, that whole cast, the guy that plays Ryu, he's in like Altered Carbon. He's on Netflix things.
Oh,
He's
really?
a choreographer.
Okay.
So it's cool to see a bunch of nobodies become somebodies in hindsight. But that they're
What about that dude that plays Ken? Because he was fucking.
he's I think he's a producer now.
Dude, when him and Ryu split up, and he's like, "I just don't understand."
It's so bad. I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
It is the worst
Yeah.
delivered line
Yeah.
in the
Was that-
history of film.
You guys couldn't do that again? You didn't have the budget to shoot that 2 seconds
That's
one
what
more
I was
time?
talking about. Like the director's sitting there, like, I guess that's the best he can do.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we ran out of tape. Sorry.
Oh my god!
Imagine if that was the last scene. He was like, and cut. This has been a great project, everyone. Thank you for coming. We appreciate every single one of you. The premiere will be in 3 months.
Oh my god!
Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
bad.
God,
It's
he's
campy.
terrible.
The choreography, like the desire to not want to make
Ryu,
it.
it's a trap. Get on.
That's the scene where there's a sneaking Hadouken.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, they're fighting the goons,
Oh,
and then he's
God
ripped
damn
off
it.
his shirt for some fucking reason. Dude, they look at each other like they had this telepathic moment where they agreed to do something. Ken looks down, rips his patch off, and Ryu takes off his whole shirt. He was like, I don't think we got the same message, bro.
The only thing.
I think you're trying to fuck right now.
The only thing that would have been better is if they ripped off each other's shirts at like the same time.
And then flexed at each other
Yeah.
before assuming their pose.
Yeah. Oh god damn.
Fucking terrible. Terrible.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
The scene with those two is just every scene is bad.
No-
Oh, it's so funny.
Nobody really has chemistry together except E Honda and Chun-Li, except those two. And well, those three, because she's got Balrog, and those three kind of make a good team together. My favorite line, though, hands down in the movie, is from Zangief, where they're about to storm M. Bison's lair, his castle, I guess, and they're watching on the monitors a truck that's just racing towards their gate, and everyone's like, oh fuck, they're gonna make it. And Zangief goes, quick, change the channel. Fucking die every time. That's my favorite line. And that's how I know that there's real like passion in this project, because that's a funny line, and there's a few of those.
Yeah.
There's a few of those, and it's a few main character
my
lines.
God.
But their desire to not make it another kung fu movie really hurt it. It doesn't make sense that you would take a property where everyone's fighting and be like, we don't want them to fight. Like that's not what you want.
Dude,
Nobody wants that.
when Jean-Claude gets in a fucking like the gunfight, when he like sneaks in and he's shooting at the people.
Yeah.
He's not even taking cover. He literally went up to like a stone wall
And then put his back to
yeah,
it.
and then just started firing away from it. It's like, why don't you go on the other side? Like, get behind a rock.
It's like Guile in that point was like, tactically, the best place I can be right now is right up there in front of cover.
Those soldiers have a worse shot percentage than stormtroopers.
They might be stormtroopers.
They're so bad. It's like they don't hit anybody.
0. Yeah.
They don't even hit the hostages.
Dude,
They're
I
just
would-
wide open.
And like the whole, we're only at M Bison because Sagat is selling guns to M Bison, and it's like if I was Bison, I'd be pissed. I'm like, dude, your weapons fucking suck.
They shoot
Like,
ping pong balls.
what did you sell me? A
They're
musket?
They're not accurate.
Not even slightly. And they're over there trying to make a Captain America.
Yeah.
That's a weird way
yeah.
to get a Blanca, by the way.
It's like their version of a Hulk.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. They could do that again. But I didn't like how they did. Again, like you have all these characters who are in Street Fighter 2, you know, what kind of set it apart was the fact that you could play the game against someone. You had a cast of people now to pick, and they all had their own 3 special moves, and now it's not a scripted thing. You don't know how this is going to go. It's like Dalsim versus Ryu. But you never got that aspect in the movie. You never saw Dalsim go yoga fire, and it's like,
Yeah.
what about his stretchy shit? How do you know it's Dalsim? Oh, he's got bracelets. Hey, fuck you, dude. Like,
Right. Yeah,
got-
there's not enough like magic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I Googled why, and apparently it's because they were planning for a sequel. I don't know if you stayed for the after credit scene.
I sure didn't. I didn't think they
But
did that back then.
Yeah, and there's an after credit scene where it's implied that it's a close up of the rubble after the fight, and it's implied that it's M Bison's gloved hand punches out of the rubble, and then it cuts to a computer that the narrative, there's a female voice on the computer going, "Welcome, M Bison. What is your task for today?" And it scrolls through a few different like settings and programs, and the task goes to world domination, and then it clicks replay. So it's like, would you like to try again in a video game?
That's interesting.
And so they were planning for a sequel that was supposed to be more, highlight more of the moves, the specials. Like they had a plan for it. But again, it's like, don't assume you're going to make 2, bro. Just give us everything we want in one. Why would you ignore that? Like that's such an important part.
I think that was the problem with the Warcraft movie too. Is that they
Oh,
just told the original story of Warcraft, and
Yeah.
there wasn't enough like magic in it. I think most people like myself were expecting like a World of Warcraft movie,
right.
which would be a little bit different than Warcraft, the
Right,
story. So, but it was still cool, but it wasn't.
For listeners who don't know, what's the difference in a sentence or two between Warcraft and
Well,
World?
Warcraft came out first, which is like a what are they? Turn-based. I don't even know if they're turn-based. Like StarCraft. What are those called?
Oh, the word you're looking for. God damn it. I don't know. We're on the same page, but I don't know how to explain it to them. RTS?
Yeah, RTS. It's like an RTS, and
Yeah, real-time strategy.
yeah,
Okay,
and
I
then
knew
you
I knew the
play-
letters.
right. So you'd play as like the Horde, which would be like the orcs, so you play as the Alliance with the humans, and that's what it first started out as, is like the battle between them. World of Warcraft is what came about after 3.5 Warcraft games, and the world that they created, they made it into an MMO RPG as opposed to an RTS where you just play one character and
Right.
do fantasy stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What was I
Fantastic,
saying?
fantastic description
What was I talking about?
of the movie Warcraft being of the story Warcraft. and
Oh
not World
yeah,
of Warcraft.
yeah. So I was expecting more of like, because World of Warcraft is far more like magical in nature because it's a high fantasy video game.
Wink. Hi.
Yeah, but just meaning that like magic is extremely common and highly used, and yeah, whereas like I think Warcraft is a bit more like feet on the ground, soldiers fighting, arrows, spears, swords, you know,
Right.
horses, shit like that.
More of a Lord of the Ringsy
Yes,
feel.
yeah, that's low fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dope. I remember when the Lord of the Rings movies came out. I was like, oh, that's how
Yeah.
you're supposed to do some shit.
Yeah. Some people play low fantasy D&D games and it's like, you're boring, dude. You know?
Go get a Game Boy.
I know,
What
right?
are you doing at that point?
Yeah, yeah, I
You
agree.
don't want to shoot magic? You're
I know.
stupid.
I know.
You
I
want to
agree.
wait for the mage as an NPC to do something for you? Fuck you.
Yeah, it'd be, and the mages would be like rare in a low fantasy setting.
Yeah.
You know, like or like clerics would be rare. Most of your players would probably play like a fighter, rogue,
If you're lucky,
barbarian type.
you be a Frodo type, a carrier. for things.
I don't know how you would do a spell. I mean, I wouldn't restrict it as a DM, but it would definitely like, I don't know. Seem like a spellcaster in a world without spellcasters is a bit too powerful. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's why there's only in Lord of the Rings. There's only 3.
Right. Right. So like,
It's the Father,
don't
the
want-
Son, and the Holy
and you
Spirit.
don't want one of those 3 to necessarily be one of your players,
Yeah,
because then it's
True.
like, I don't know.
yeah, but then the game's boring. You're right.
Why
Why do people do that? Hey,
I don't
if you're
know. This is
playing
weird.
low fantasy D&D, stop. Okay, there's progress to be made in your life.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
I read about this dude online that plays like a role-playing centric campaign.
Where he's like a dungeon master creating another dungeon master who's creating a game for his other dungeon master game.
That'd be cool.
Fucking ridiculous.
Nah, but like their combat is like conversations.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Oregon Trail.
Kind of. Yeah.
You've reached a fork. Which
Mm.
way? Left. Ah,
Sort of.
dysentery. Sorry.
Yeah. But you know, with more options.
What is the Oregon Trail? How long is that? Do we
Never
know?
beat it. The real one?
No, yeah, the actual Oregon Trail.
I mean, it goes through the Louisiana Purchase up to Oregon, dude.
Yeah, but how many miles is that?
I mean, it depends on where you start.
There has to be. All right,
I
let's
mean,
look
where
it up.
it probably starts
The
in like,
Oregon Trail
the
has to be
Appalachian Mountains.
9,000. No.
Starts in Appalachia. And then it goes to fucking Oregon, dude. Goes through the Rockies.
2,170 miles.
Holy fucking shitballs.
2,170 miles. So,
Whew.
yeah.
A ton of miles, literally.
You're so funny. Traveled this in 4 parsecs.
Dude, find out how long it would take to walk it.
I could just ask Siri.
Yeah.
People definitely do that though.
You think?
Yeah, for sure.
Probably dangerous, dude.
Yeah, but like there's a whole economy based around like these long ass trails of like to go
Historical.
and but just like routes, shipping routes. Like there a lot of times it'll follow a rail or it'll follow a postal route. So along the way, people that do just walk it can have 1, a place to stay, and 2, a mailbox to have things sent to them ahead of time. Like if they're
Whoa,
running into trouble,
interesting.
so that you can call, be like, hey, I'm going to be in this town tomorrow. Can you send it to this PO box?
Oh, wow.
And there's like whole economies like kind of around those things. Not
Very
big,
interesting.
not big, but enough like small towns
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So people definitely walk it.
Should we do it?
I'm down. I don't think I had that much time though.
Well, how long would it take, dude? You don't know.
I don't. I'm looking. It took. Oh, I guess like the original people had to walk it essentially. So it says it takes around 4 to 6 months to traverse the length of the Oregon Trail in wagons pulled by oxen. So we could probably do it in 4 months if it was just us walking with some cargo.
Yeah.
You know, some backpack
4 months.
walking through. I have no doubt I could walk that distance. I don't know if I have the time nor if I could just maintain on task for that long. Like
Yeah.
I might just get bored.
Yeah.
I get bored
Dude, if
running.
it was just us, though, dude, just chatting it up.
Dude, that would be a dope way to do mics.
We take 40 fucking blunts.
What are we going to do for the other 3 months? What are we going to smoke?
Dude, once we get to Colorado, we can re-up. Fucking,
That's the New Oregon. That's the California
yeah,
Trail.
Yeah.
It starts in SoCal, goes to
There-
NorCal,
it's-
takes a flight to Colorado.
It's the green trail.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but we should do that when we're like 50. And then we'll get publicity. I bet we'll finally be famous. When
Finally.
we realize that we're not going to make it as
They're going to be
comedians.
like, hey, did you know those explorers also do comedy? Fuck.
I would love to be an explorer.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
There's been a lot of treasure been found lately. I've been
Really?
seeing online.
Don't fucking tell me that.
Some
dude.
like in Egypt or some shit, and then like
I know that
one-
they just found a replica of
Replica?
the I can't fucking talk this morning. I should just not do a podcast. But they found a replica of the Sphinx in an older tomb. So like even just by historical standards, it's now even older than we thought. It's crazy that like our perception of the ancient world is Egypt, and Egypt itself is like, no, we weren't the first ones here.
Yeah.
There were plenty of people here before us. And it's like, what happened when we burnt that library down?
I know, right?
What happened?
Fucking Christians.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you have God on your side. You get to
That's
take
what
over the
happens
world.
when you let God exist. We should
What?
have banned him from existence in the first place.
No, I think a deity is fine. I have no problem with it. But it's that thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain. Like that's the sin. That's the problem. Because people ignore that. That's not for. We've had this discussion. It's not for cursing. It's for you doing tasks in in the Lord's name
Right.
when it's not.
Yeah, they're all sinners.
Yeah, you
They're all in hell.
fucking motherfucker.
Templars, every single one of you.
Yeah, but they're so hard to beat in Assassin's Creed.
They are. It's stupid. It doesn't even make sense.
Right. Especially in the first one, the first Assassin's Creed game
Yeah.
took me out of the immersion when I'm like, dude, this dude's just hanging out here all day, every day, just chilling
And-
in this cavern by himself with a long ass sword.
And also, like, that you're doing the same quest for the 6th time in a different city. Like, oh, cool. I have to go
Sit
run through these rings.
Sit
whatever
at
the
this
fuck.
bench. Listen to this man.
Yeah.
Follow this man.
Oh,
He
yeah.
walks hella slow. Didn't get too close to him. You found where he goes. Turns out that's not your target. Your real target is 2 floors up. He's the red star. Follow that. But the doorway's closed. So now you have to go outside the building, climb the building, get into the wall, the fucking window. You get into the window. Turns out he just called his guards up. Now there's 10 people in this room. Do you kill him from a distance? Oh no, you used all your throwing knives already. So now what happens? Jump down, counter, assassinate, cutscene. There's your whole fucking game.
Yeah, that's the game. Just rinse and repeat.
Dude, and I beat that game so quick.
Yeah,
I
it was
played-
fun.
Because there wasn't anything like it when it came out.
No, not at all.
Fucking so cool. And then like it's weird that parkour and free running kind of exploded, and then real quick I was like, all right, I'm over it. Like every movie had parkour, every show had parkour, this game had parkour. It's like I get it.
It's
People
pretty cool.
climb shit. It
Do you
is
remember
cool.
when Spike TV had a parkour show?
I
It
don't.
was like a challenge, like a team versus team parkour.
Huh.
It was
I know
pretty
they're-
cool.
I know they're doing like an ultimate tag thing now that's
Oh, yeah.
basically just parkour.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's cool. They have like parkour gyms now.
That's kinda cool.
It looks fun to
It
do.
does look fun, but it also looks like you smash your face.
Yeah. Well, the gym that they have nearby, they have like foam pits and stuff, so you can vault into shit and not have to worry about landing. You should know how to land. I don't know. Maybe to me, I'm just over it because take a shot for me.
That's
bringing
ninja shit, though,
bringing
dude.
up that like people have been doing that. I've seen people do shit like that. That's not parkour. Like that's what Jackie Chan has been doing. Like it's not new. Like
Yeah.
moving from point A to point B in as few moves as possible is not a new thing, and now it's just trendy. Like
I also look at. I mean, it's kind of like exercise. Probably good exercise
for sure,
too.
for sure. I might also be slightly hating because when parkour was big, I was fat, and there's no way my
Yeah.
wrists are gonna do that.
Yeah. Right.
I can't. I'll knock down the wall before I make it over.
Yeah.
We should do it.
I don't know about it, dude. Where are we gonna do it? Downtown Riverside? Just go run around, jump over shit?
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
want to do that. It's embarrassing.
We carry a portable mic, portable amp and mic. We have a show. Cops come, we dip, and then I start the recording, and now we have parkour content of running from the cops.
Maybe after Shred Timber.
Ooh, yeah. We didn't talk about those plans too.
All
Do
right,
you
so
have
Street
a
Fighter
plan?
movie.
Street Fighter movie. I mean, what did you enjoy about it?
I enjoyed that the last
In one
boss,
sentence or less.
the last. I enjoyed that the last boss fight. He like in true like final boss fashion came back from the dead, and he had to like kill him twice. So I thought that was cool.
Right. And the second time got his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
It's like he went like fucking Bison went on autopilot, and he was like, okay, now I know what you're capable of. Cool. Here's my fist to your face.
Yeah.
Constantly just got worked.
Mm-hmm.
What I did like, was the classic, no, leave him. You troops leave. You troops
Oh
leave.
my God.
That was great.
No.
That's my favorite.
So fucking
Dude,
stupid.
I love when two guys are willing to just stand in the center of someplace and be like, all right, let's fucking go, dude.
And Jean-Claude
Yeah,
goes,
his American
take
ass.
take the hostages and go.
And Raul Julia is like, you throw the enemy into the sea. What? All right, man. You guys are violent.
Oh, dude, it's just such a ridiculous movie.
Like, you guys didn't have planes. You had to go by boat.
I didn't even consider that, but you're absolutely
You didn't have a
right.
helicopter, maybe, to just
And-
drop you in.
And 3 people infiltrated their fucking
Yeah.
compound.
And they were like, hey, shouldn't we be heavily armed? Yeah, I have my guns. For real, bro. My hands. Like, if you watch the whole scene, every fucking soldier is shooting at someone, and your main cast, no gun. No guns at all.
Oh yeah, they're just going up and kicking ass.
Just hand to hand. You want to pick up their gun? Nah, I got it.
I'm good. I don't know
Fucking
how
A.
to use that gun. Apparently,
Dude, all right, and they have T-Hawk in the movie, who isn't really like even a Street Fighter cast. Like, he's kind of side cast, like in other releases. Like, he's not Ryu, Ken, Bison,
right?
Guile,
One of the
Dulcine.
main ones. Yeah.
So random enough drop again to know that real Capcom people were involved in this, but that Hollywood got a hold of it and was like, all right, we're gonna change it into this.
Yeah.
And made a bad decision.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
And what sucks is like it's the Street Fighter movie, and like that side of the universe has kind of cemented itself like as a dud. They've tried to re-release Street Fighter in many different forms, and most of them have been unsuccessful.
In a video game? Or
No, in the movie side.
Oh,
They
okay.
did. They had that 2001 maybe, the Chun-Li movie, where the girl from Smallville, Kristen Krug, I think she played Lana. She played Chun-Li in the movie. That movie flopped. They had a really cool YouTube show that I enjoyed, but I think Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter both have a YouTube series that fucking killed it.
Really?
Great, yeah. In terms of like just lore and story, it's
Yeah.
independent. They stay true to it. The choreography's good. So the only thing I really enjoyed in this movie was the nostalgia, I guess. Because as a kid, I enjoyed it, but I was fucking stupid.
See, I never seen it. So this was my first time watching it.
Um,
And I never really played Street Fighter either.
I
I mean,
did. I
occasionally at
enjoyed
the
it.
arcade, but like,
There was the first time I saw Street Fighter on PlayStation, I think might have really like cemented my I'm pro PlayStation now, because
Yeah.
it was like Street Fighter Alpha, X, Super. There's so many fucking Street Fighter games.
yeah.
So many different like
So is 5 the most recent one?
yes, but there's 5 because when 5 came out, I heard that a lot of content was behind a paywall.
Oh, that's fucking
That it's
stupid.
like a vanilla version that I don't know if that's what we're getting, but I hope not, considering the game is 2, maybe 3 years old now. I don't know. It's a couple years
Yeah.
old,
Yeah.
but it's still a Street Fighter game. Like,
Yeah, and it's going to be free.
it's weird that a Street Fighter game, no matter what it is and where it is, you're always gonna kind of want to play it. Like, even if there was an arcade with the original 1987 Street
You're
Fighter,
like, yo, let's pump a couple quarters into this.
yeah, for real, let's
Yeah.
see if we can beat it. Like, that would be dope.
Yeah.
And then Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 1 wasn't as successful, I think, because it only came out in Japan primarily. And then Street Fighter 2 was Capcom's kind of like, let's see if we can hit the American market.
You're right.
So I think it took off then. And it's weird that like it kind of kicked off that whole violence against violence in video games thing. Because then Mortal
Them in
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, what the fuck is going on
Mortal
here?
Kombat went crazy.
Yeah, they brought it to a next level.
Mhm.
But again, they stuck to what they needed. Like, it was a tournament-based fucking cast-on-cast, special moves,
Yeah.
fatalities. They brought that into the
Yeah.
game. Fatalities, and the way they digitized real actors into the game, that was groundbreaking too, because, I mean, it looked different. You know, Street Fighter's always kind of, I mean, Now I think it's intentional, but back then you kind of remember Street Fighter as like a cartoony, like bright characters, over
Almost
the top
like it's
characters.
like paper on paper.
Yeah.
Like it was like South Park.
Yeah, kind of,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah. But in Mortal Kombat,
Now it's a style though. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
their
yeah. That
style.
cell shade, that
yeah.
cartoony. I really enjoy that end of Capcom.
Whereas like Mortal Kombat goes from like the more 3-dimensional feel.
Yeah. Because they were focused on, they were trying to make a martial arts game, so they casted real martial arts people for the motion capture.
Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay.
Mortal Kombat. And Street Fighter, that was all animated. What I think set number 2 apart though was that it took like real visceral locations in terms of a backdrop and made you fight in it. It for lack of a better word, took you to the streets. Like E Honda's level is in a Japanese bathhouse, like in a
Right,
non-traditional
right,
place
right.
where you're fighting. Chun-Li, you're fighting at a street market. Like
Right.
it's cool that it made the tournament feel kind of impromptu. Like, look, you two met here. Good luck. Like,
Oh,
you
how
know?
about that, huh?
Don't die.
Yeah.
That was their thing.
You'll fight them when you see them.
Yeah.
How about that?
What's fucked up is they're like, hey, what represents America? Military base. Yeah, we'll do that. So I think that's what set it apart, and I think Mortal Kombat kind of took that essence of like staying true to the tradition and then digitizing it in a more visceral fashion, I want to say. More blood, more guts and glory, I would say.
Yeah.
Fatalities are fucking hard. They've never been easy.
No, it wasn't just like you just do it. You have to like look it up. You have to know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to practice it.
Yeah. There's none of that in Street Fighter? Even
No,
even
they
5? They don't have like
I'm sure they have supers and stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
sure there's cinematic endings, but I think in terms of what makes a fatality is just
the brutality.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're such a writer. That's great.
Yeah, thanks. I try.
And so Mortal Kombat, in terms of the movie, I enjoyed more aspects of it than
Yeah.
Street Fighter, but Street Fighter's gonna always have a place in my heart.
You're
fucking-
weird.
This fucking Belgian American, I can't not enjoy it. It's so bad. I know it's bad that it's bad, but I can't. I just. Oh, random factoid: the boss, the big boss in the original Street Fighter game, was Sagat, the pirate gunrunner.
The guy with the patch, the eye
Yeah,
patch?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, the fact that he got kind of downgraded, he's not even minor boss. He's
No,
like he's like
he's a lackey.
other teammate you have to fight
Yeah.
almost. I didn't like it. I think they're not gonna, because it's again a failed franchise in the movies, but they should redo it and make everyone true. Like you have Sagat really kick someone with like some Muay Thai, cast fucking Buakaw as Sagat. I don't care if he doesn't look like him, but I want to see some roundhouses kicking out some ribs for
Yeah,
sure.
dude. Yeah.
Then I
Now,
want some fireballs.
Dude, I just remembered when Jean-Claude Van Damme he like closes the hostage thing like with the lever, and then he just like kicks the fucking
Oh yeah.
circuit board and just breaks it. That made me laugh out loud. I was like, that is hilarious.
I hope they really do that in Special Forces.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like he just, and it wasn't even like a powerful kick. It was one where he goes up and then comes back down,
Like
So-
an axe kick, right?
Yeah. So it's like, I mean,
Those are-
I guess I don't really know, but like I would imagine though, like you could get more into like a front kick, you know,
I guess. I mean, any kicks,
or like a roundhouse coming down on it.
maybe.
But no, he comes down on it with his heel.
Yeah, I mean, that you could fuck some people up with that. Though,
Yeah,
for
but
real.
dude,
if those
It
I've
just
seen
looked.
people get
It
knocked
just
out with
looked
that.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird to be like, all right, I'm done with this computer, and then smash it.
Like I would rather him just punch it. You know, just punch it.
What if that opened the hatch again, though? Like, I don't know
This
why.
could have been the same thing with his foot.
But that's what, like his go-to move was to
Oh,
smash
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, do you understand circuits, bro?
It's like all the thing like in video games where it's like this has a keypad to get through the door. Shoot the keypad to open the door. It's like why would that work?
yeah. You know, they had in Street Fighter 2, when you beat maybe the first two, you get to then beat the shit out of a car. Do you remember that level?
I don't think I ever played that far. Actually, I think I do remember this.
That they have that in Street Fighter 1, and I feel like there's a little, because in Street Fighter 1 there's a level, or a few levels where it's a mini game and you're just racking up points.
Okay, yeah, I remember that then.
Yeah. And in the first one, it's like you're basically like punching the shit out of a brick wall, and so that brick wall that you see when Guile hides in front of it, fucking great hide and seek player he is.
Yeah.
You have E Honda break through that. It's kind of an homage to Street Fighter 1.
Oh.
Because that's kind of what you had to do. So that was cool. There's a lot of Easter eggs.
What I also thought was funny is like toward the beginning when Ryu and Ken were like in their fight, and then the UN just fucking busts through in their fucking vehicle, and Jean-Claude goes like, "You're all under arrest." It's just so funny. It's like, what the fuck? Like that took a left turn.
Cast member go, "No, we're not, bro. There are doors on that side. We're going."
Yeah, there's a lot more of us than there are you.
What are you gonna do? You have one tank, bro.
Yeah, what? It was, dude. There's just so much ridiculous shit in that movie. It was fun.
Gameboiz redo. I think we'll fund it. We'll redo it.
Yeah,
we'll
do it ourselves.
But I mean, the YouTube one, I think,
could we fight Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Could we do that?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know. With iPhones?
Yeah. Dude, I've seen some of these independent films with like the fucking $2,000 budget. I'm like, yo, this looks great. Like, you might put out the same level quality with $500,000, but this looks fantastic. It's weird that
if you're good,
it's weird that people think that just because it gets more money, it's gonna be better.
Right?
You know, it's like maybe they don't know where to spend all that money on the right places. It's like, oh, we can pay our cast more. Maybe don't do that. Maybe spend it on post. I don't know. So, whatever. I would recommend it if you have time. If you're not doing anything, you cleaning your house, put on Street Fighter. Why not? It's fucking laugh at it. It's great. It's a good.
I don't know. I don't recommend watching it. I don't think you need to do that.
It's a good, like, hey, just stick to the material, like, and that'll be successful. Because everything that this thing did wrong was a misstep that wasn't in Street Fighter anyway.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. It was just very like not in line with the game.
Yeah. Why is Jean-Claude Van Damme a redhead in this movie when Guile's blonde?
Why is he in the movie at all?
I don't know. Because he was big when the movie was.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
You know, he was gigantic.
But
fucking
still,
kung fu stars. That's all Bruce Lee's fault.
But still,
they masked.
Is there no American?
More what?
American? They could have used.
Probably.
Where's
not.
Fucking Sylvester Stallone? He's more American.
Then he would have been a boxer. He would have had to be Balrog.
Dude, speaking of that guy that was like the boxer, he just had boxing gloves at the end of the movie when they're all fighting. It's like, first of all, where did you get those? Second of all, why aren't you just punching people with your hands? It's gonna hurt more.
That hurts.
Yeah, but it doesn't do as much damage with a glove on.
You're right. He should have gotten Ken Ryu's gloves.
Fucking stupid.
Those are fucking punch some faces.
You just have your whole boxing outfit.
You had to make sure you knew.
I just don't.
Dalsim had his fucking chain around his neck thing. Blanca was
so dumb.
1980s Hulk. They just painted him. He was a buff dude that was green.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking rude. They should do a CG Blanca. That would be dope. That would be terrifying. Make a Street Fighter horror movie. Give me that.
I thought Blanca was supposed to be a female.
No.
Oh.
What?
Blanca. Hey.
But with a C, right? When you spell it out.
Yeah.
In this movie, it was his last name, which was weird.
Oh, I always thought of it as like a Hispanic name.
Yeah, no. It was his name in the movie. It was Carlos Blanco.
Charlie.
And he called him Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
What have they done to you?
Apparently, they're just showing him porn and like war.
just fucking murder porn.
Yeah.
Just Hitler and
they gave him this weird Oculus Rift visor, pumped him full of steroids, and said, "Hey man, we're just not gonna let you come," and it made him mad. So, look what happens when you do the No Nut November. You get jacked.
Dude, he was. Yeah.
And it's like it's such a weird like plot device. Like, I want to make the greatest soldier on Earth, but it's like, dude, aren't you the greatest soldier on Earth? Aren't you the one kicking everyone's ass?
Yeah, he just snapped. He literally in the beginning of the movie, he fought those two soldiers and killed them in the exact same way.
Yeah,
they're like, we're not going to teach you any other move. This is what you're going to do.
Just do this.
Yeah,
and it worked.
Yeah, it did twice.
It's like you are already the greatest soldier. You know,
Yeah.
that's a problem. It's like when vampires wanted to make a daywalker. It's like you already have a daywalker. Just steal him.
But like, he can't be everywhere, you know.
I guess.
He's like, dude, he's like Hitler, dude.
There's just too
like
many.
I said, it's like Hitler on steroids.
Yeah, too many plot lines going on there. He's buying guns from someone and then giving them fucking basically monopoly money. How rude!
I
by
know,
The way.
so funny, so funny.
He's like, well, let's see your money.
That guy steals the chest at the end.
Yeah.
And runs away with it.
That guy was funny. The comedic timing in that was great. He's like, DJ, we'll stay. Like we'll go down with the ship. And he's like,
He's like tiptoeing away.
I'm out.
See ya.
I'm gonna take your money and piece the fuck out.
Yep.
So
Hilarious.
you don't recommend?
No,
No.
don't spend your time somewhere else. I'm serious. I watched an hour of it last night and then I finished it this morning and I was like, dude, I don't know.
They do get better though.
The video game movies
do get better significantly. Real
Yeah.
quick too. Real
Yeah.
quick. As long
They
as you
figure. Well,
ignore-
this is literally like the same thing as like the Mario Brothers movie, where it's like this isn't even really a Mario. This is just a movie that they just inserted the characters from the video game in.
Yeah.
That's
Like they already had
sort
the
of-
script for
Yeah,
something.
it's sort of in line with the story of the game.
Yeah.
but not really. It could have been just a movie in itself.
I agree. I think I would have rather have seen a movie based on the original game. I think that'd be cool to release even maybe now. And like you want to follow Ryu and Ken, that's totally fine with me. Follow them through a tournament where they're trying not to fight each other at the end, and then by the
Right.
end, like you have this whole new cast of characters that fit the archetype of the rest of the game. You can see the original Sagat, you can see the original Balrog, and like where these characters came from, but they have different names now so that it's more of an homage to the source material, and it's also a fresh, like a lot of people who don't know the material will be like, oh, these are brand new. Like these are different characters now, which allows you to play with the whole narrative. And so that would be cool.
Somebody should do that.
Or make it a horror game. I think a horror game would be cool. I like I don't know if you've seen New Mutants, where they're doing like a horror version of superpowered people.
No.
So like basically some dudes just got his powers. Everyone else kind of just got their powers too, but this dude's wrecking. Like he found out he can kill people and he fucking loves it.
Nice.
And so it's like this horror take of, it's very grounded, very dark, very like, oh, I don't know what the fuck to do. I haven't had time to figure out my powers. He's killing everyone. Like, is cool.
Huh.
I like that horror take on like different genres. And right now, I'm sure I'll be impressioned tomorrow to like romantic comedy.
You want a
action
horror
movie.
fighting game?
I think it'd be cool to take it that way, because then it's not, you can have a tournament and then in the middle of the tournament, you know, someone's bloodlust just gets too crazy and starts offing people backstage, and then
No, it's a murder mystery.
yeah, now who is it? It's all dark, everything's off. It's cool. Dun dun dun.
I guess, man.
Nobody's got weapons.
I don't want to be scared playing a game.
Yeah, pussy.
Yeah, I am.
Did you return Resident Evil yet?
No, I still have it.
Just beat it. Just go through
Don't
it.
tell me.
Just go through it. Keep the lights
I
on.
should go make it on down to easy. It's the easiest. Is there like a simple game mode?
Probably.
Elementary.
But that's not fun.
Yeah, it is. I like being a badass. I found out I did switch my Need for Speed difficulty to medium.
Good.
So
I think once that game hits like 190, it's relatively challenging in terms of like, I got to do a race again?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. I'm doing like 220s, 240s, and I'm like, the 220s, and my car's like, at the time was like 260 something, and I was like barely winning those games.
Yeah.
But I just think my car, like, I just think they make it so you need like 5 different cars. You know what I mean? Where it's like, like clearly these are gonna be like supercar races where like you're not drifting, but you need to stay on.
You need to hit it on the straights.
Yeah, and
Put some
like
drag
acceleration but like my Mustang is just not that kind of car, and so like I don't know, and it's also not a drift car. I don't know. It's good sprint car. I'll say that for like long distance, like across country, it's good for that.
If you
on
can
road.
stay in second right behind him, and then there's a stretch, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get you right here.
Yeah, nitrous. Yeah, but and like so like those I'm pretty good for. But like in the city, if it's like a circuit race, Those I kind of struggle with
I
because
can see
like
that.
I just don't have the acceleration to like keep up after those corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with
So.
because I picked the 180, so I have to get them in the corners. So
Yeah.
like I think our play experience is just completely different.
Yeah, we have different cars.
Completely different cars.
Yeah.
My I started because like you can kind of just have parts. You can swap them out and stuff, but I like that you can. That it's kind of like, oh, I can tune my car to this race, or I can use my RX-7
Yeah.
and really just jump right into the race. 'Cause
Yeah.
it doesn't like it makes sense that it limits you to your inventory when you're editing from your garage on the fly, but it doesn't really make it simple where like if you're about to start a drift race, you can't go be like, oh, I need the better drift tires and go purchase those. Like you kind of already have to. So it's not.
You have to kind of think ahead a little bit.
Yeah,
about what you're gonna do.
It's more efficient to have multiple cars. And
Yes.
I
And they're not that expensive. It's not hard to make money in the game, so
Right.
that's nice.
but everything's expensive.
Is it?
It does. It gets pretty expensive.
That's
Well,
fine. But
when-
like, dude, the races, like, you get quite a bit of money for
You
each
can,
race.
and you do get. It's not. To be fair, it's not a long amount of time. Like you can probably do 5 races and have some bank to buy a car, upgrade another one completely,
Yeah.
and then have some left over for stickers or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of what that's my route through the game now. Is like I go in and what do I need? Oh, hire rep. Okay, so I'll do some rep and then I'll get some bank and I'll make some modifications to some cars, and it's like
Yep.
by the time I'm done with that, I've been playing for like 2 hours.
I know. That's the thing, dude. Games, like, they're just made to just be played for a large chunk of time. They have to be,
Yeah,
or else people get pissed.
that's true. I've
Because there's always someone that's like a fanatic about this game. This is like the only game they play, and if you don't have enough content for that person, they're not gonna. I don't know what they're not gonna do. I don't know why they try to make those people so happy.
right.
That's the thing, like, too, like, see, like professional sports venues and like season ticket holders, like, they're always trying to make the season ticket holders happy. It's like, yeah, but they already got.
They're
gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Try to make the experience better for the normal person that
Maybe-
comes in.
I mean, there's probably a reason. There's probably statistics behind
I mean,
it.
they pay
you
more.
know.
I mean,
they pay more, but I'm sure that their potential revenue per ticket holder is just overall greater because ticket holders are gonna like bring people who then
Yeah.
have to buy their own tickets. They're like, oh, this is our first time here. Might be our last time here because this is Angel Stadium. And it's
yeah,
the
but if you
middle
buy
of-
season tickets, you're not like, it's not like people can buy the seats around you. They're probably also season ticket holders.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
well, sure.
Not necessarily. It depends on where
Sports.
they are. But if you're like in close, they're probably also season ticket holders.
That's gonna change things too, though, right? Like now, going forward, like
I mean, you could sell your tickets to people, your season ticket. Like, oh, I can't go tonight. Do you guys want to go? It's like $50 a pop. You have 4 tickets, whatever, 4 seats.
scalp them. That's illegal, bro.
It's only scalping if it's if you charge more than is on the price of the ticket, the face value. Otherwise, it's legal, dude. That's why StubHub exists.
That makes sense. StubHub's, they're fucking transaction fees and
What's funny about that is, like, I know at the Improv this happened a lot where, like, people would go, like, when Joe Coy or like somebody really popular would come in. This happened when Kevin Hart was there. Somebody would go in and buy like 10 tickets, and then we'll like copy them and sell like 50.
so the first 10 can get in, and then
Yeah.
everyone's fucked.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, these people make bank because each
Yeah.
person paid probably $100 for these fucking tickets.
Yo, I wish I was that smart. I wish I could come up with some kind of con.
So,
like
a scam.
that.
I know.
That's genius.
And not be fucking caught.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
That's fucking
I know.
genius.
But like anytime you have like I could tell before even the doors open, like just going through the list of who bought tickets, like, oh, this person has 15 tickets. Hey, do we have any like prepaid parties tonight? No. Oh, okay. This is gonna be fun.
yeah.
Because you have to turn people away. They're like, sorry, you got scammed. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
That sucks.
yeah.
I don't know if I could ruin someone's day like that, though.
It becomes fun after a while.
Those
You get-
people are
you get
listening going,
shit
dude,
on-
you know how much money I make?
I get shit on enough at that job to where when I get to ruin someone's day, I'm like, I'll take this one. This one's for me.
You take the L because this is
Like,
mine.
Hey, you're gonna have to ask them to leave. They're being too loud. With pleasure. I would love to.
During the show, not even quietly. Hey, out.
You gotta get the fuck out.
And everyone's going to be on your side.
Yeah,
That's how you kill in a comedy club. That's how I want to kill.
it's pretty fun.
I'll get off the stage and escort someone out.
Yeah.
Continue to do my set through the PAs.
Need a wireless mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking? Oh, Need for Speed. Have you gotten an opportunity then to play all the game modes?
I think so.
The off-road, the drift.
I did an off-road one for like it was like the
campaign.
campaign. Yeah,
Yeah.
that first one. That was cool. I wasn't expecting that
It's
in
real
this
fun.
game. Yeah, I was not expecting that. I don't even know what to call it. Almost like dirt rally
Yeah.
type
yeah.
driving. That was fun.
It's,
Over, like, the fucking
it's hard for me,
sand.
at least.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
the
I
neck-
whooped their ass.
The future, well, in that one, in the
Oh.
campaign one, he gives you a tuned car, but when you
Yeah.
have to participate, it's harder to make a good rally car.
I wasn't sure, like, because when you were talking about off-road vehicles, and I was like looking through the ones, I was like, what the fuck am I going to use for off-road? And then the one he gives you is like a crossover
Yeah.
kind of thing. I was like, oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. I made mine. I think I told you it looks like a mom van.
Didn't you? Oh, you tried the truck, but you didn't
Yeah.
use it.
I still have it. It's my main
Yeah.
like drive around the city in the truck.
Oh, that's cute.
It's cool. My mom van's got like I made it look like there's a family sticker on the back window. There's like a big character and three small
That's
ones.
so annoying.
It's light blue. It's at like stock height. It's
Oh
great.
my god.
I want to start, but it's hard. Like it's hard for me because it's hard to make that car a good rally car. But I've committed already, so I don't know how much money it's going to take. It's not up to par yet. But
I found out that you don't really want all drift stuff on your drift car.
yeah,
Because then
Shit
you
gets
just,
real
you just go
squirrely.
in a circle.
yeah,
Yeah, but what's weird about like those drift things is there's no time component.
hmm
So like it doesn't really matter.
I really enjoyed
It's like
it.
if you fuck up, it actually helps your score.
Kind of, yeah.
It's just weird.
By the end, I think I've gone through most of the drift zones now. But I think it's my favorite aspect of the game.
Really?
Because it is very like about control and it's your speed. You don't have to attack the corner. You're not. There's no time limit.
Yeah.
But you're trying to get the coolest angle.
Long. It's basically about the amount of time that you're
Yeah. Time
sliding
and
around.
distance, not even like how far the ass kicks out. Like
Yeah.
if you can do a pretty shallow drift around a wide corner, but if it's more than 3 seconds, you're like, this is fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I went through and I spent probably like an hour just kind of going through them all. With
It
my
sucks
RX-7.
driving around the city in your drift car though.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely used a lot of fast travel. I was like, all right, what's
Oh,
the
yeah,
closest zone?
yeah.
All right, I'm traveling there and then driving there. But
Or just take another car to the event and then with those drift ones you really can't, huh?
no, not
Because
on
you
the,
have to go to them.
not at
That
the
is
night
an
ones,
annoying
yeah.
thing about like you go through the ones that are like just like an archway to start
Yeah.
them. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I wish there was an option to start those.
You had to plan in advance. Yeah, it got annoying, but it's like that's why I did it. I was like, if I pick my drift car, I can just run through all these in an hour or so.
Yeah.
And so I did. I like their use of the downhills, the uphills, changing the angles. Like there's a lot of corners in there that I know for a fact are there because Initial D was such a popular game in the arcade when it came out, and it's such a big. I think Initial D is probably the reason drift racing exists.
Whoa.
Because
that's a bold statement.
It's such an old, like the practice of drifting was pretty common in Japan, especially just because of the type of roads that exist. Like you can find old 90s videos of dudes in their shitty cars driving in like construction boots, but still taking every corner like it's a drift because they had to. That's the fastest way around the corner.
right.
But
Narrow streets.
yeah,
and not straight.
the manga came out and really romanticized the world of street racing and driving through the mountains, and then it kind of gave everyone this narrative of like, again, it romanticized drifting and made it cool
right.
when it's really just fucking dangerous.
yeah.
Like
it is how amazing how well they can control their cars.
yeah, like if drifting was legit, the fastest way F1 cars would be drifting around corners, but instead they're hugging it, they're lower. Like it's not the most efficient way to drive a car fast around a corner.
Right.
But it is a cool, efficient way to drive everyday cars around the corner.
Yeah.
So it really made driving and racing into kind of an everyman's game where it wasn't about your time. It was about what it looked like around the corner. And so it's become my favorite part of the game. But it's such a like I've gone through everything now.
Right.
You know, I don't think I'm even halfway through the campaign, but I think I finished all of the drift stories. So
You have to find your own.
I've been trying to 3-star all the drift zones now, but
Oh, wow.
I can't. My car doesn't have the takeoff speed for those zones to really hit a good skid, hit a good skirt. But,
Skirt. Yeah.
but it's fun. It still looks like a Mach 5, so my car's dope. I got to show you my drift car.
It's a good time.
Can
Good
we
time.
do tandem drifts?
I don't know. We probably go through them together, but you know what I mean? What's the
point?
There's not going to be like a join up thing.
That would be dope.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I want it.
We do them separate, but on the same track.
Yeah,
like at the
or
same
even like
time.
race your ghost.
Yeah, or see the other person's ghost as you're driving.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Find the attack lines. Oh, maybe we should try. Let's see. There's got to be something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I
don't know.
I was drag racing people the other day.
But aren't there like drift events? Like just like the races we go to, aren't there drift ones?
Yeah.
So we'll just do those.
I've done most of those.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, you
Fucking,
should be.
I don't do your fucking sliding through corners.
They're fun though. I've been trying
It
to
is fun.
learn how to do it properly.
Yeah.
You can do it and fucking slide and hit the score, no problem. That's why,
Yeah.
just get all squirrely between corners and you'll rack up the score. But especially with that down low camera angle, I want it to look cool. I want to be like I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
My favorite. I don't know. What's your favorite aspect of the game before we even get to the free games?
Dude, I just like how it looks, man. It's colorful. It's like things are easily distinguished. There's a lot to do. I don't know. I enjoy
Collectibles.
it. Yeah, collectibles. I'm a big fan of collectibles.
Yeah.
So
Playing,
I fuck with that.
Playing with you forces me to be a fan of the collectibles. You're like, this is nearby, and now every time I see, I'm like, yeah, he's right, it's nearby. Just do it. Just get it out.
Eventually, you're probably just gonna end up driving to it anyway. So
I started overshooting billboards and stuff though. I I'm like, God damn it, I have to.
Really?
I wasn't fast enough.
Really?
It should be like a zone. Like,
Yeah.
let me just get in near and then.
Or they should give you like a. Here's how fast you need to you should be going.
That's a good
like
idea.
Like you know how like when you're
Like a speed trap.
yeah, when you're doing the speed traps, it like shows you as you're approaching it where you're at.
I've run into someone that it's like, dude, if I come at this speed, I'm gonna panic. Like,
I know.
you want me to hit this at 200?
Excuse me.
There is a corner 30 feet away, and you want me to do this at 200?
Dude, something really annoying happened the other day. I was in the middle of a race in the night, and I was coming around this corner, and I hit another player who wasn't even in the race. Like another live player. I was like, what the fuck, man?
I like that.
I
like
don't.
It. I like it.
I was like, you made me lose the race.
Yeah, I picked, but they also make the computer lose the race a lot as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's true.
Or like when there's cops and stuff, sometimes they'll hit the cops. So I like joining online games because it's alive and it makes
it is
everything fun. But I don't know if you found this. If you play long enough, it'll shut the server down. And it'll tell you, be like, hey, you got to go to your garage, then go to the lobby. And it's like, dude, I'm in the middle of a campaign right now.
Yeah, I'm doing something.
I hope it doesn't shut down.
Right.
So,
when it happened to me, I had enough time. I like finished a mission and then
I don't know how much time it gives you. I haven't been kicked out, but it gives me a weird sense of urgency that I don't need that in the middle of a sprint race because my car's 260 and this is a 200 and I'm in second place right now. I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have at least 15 minutes. At least.
Probably.
I'd say on the safe side, it's probably like 30.
But like change that. I guess it does do it. You know, it does give
I don't know
you
what the purpose is. I don't know how it. I don't understand enough how it works.
But I mean, maybe it works because I haven't really experienced any online lag. I haven't seen any real like bugginess or anything. I'm kind of shocked.
No, it's pretty good.
You know, I mean, they do limit the session to like 10 or 12 players per map or something, but it's enough.
Reasonable.
It's enough where like you open the map and you can see everyone doing something around the world.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
And that's fucking dope.
It's pretty
So
cool. Yeah. It's hard to take down cops.
Yeah. You got to jump away from them.
It just doesn't make sense.
It's funny when they're right on your ass and you take a jump and it's like they glitch in midair because their car just turns sideways. Like it runs out of and my car's out of commission. It's like, I don't know. You fucked up then, dude, because we were going straight.
Would you hit a seagull?
Yeah.
What happened?
Do you have flaps on your car? Like, that's why I don't put them on. I don't think they look cool anyway.
Hilarious.
So yeah, cops are fun. And then when you hear upgraded vehicles, you're like, what
do you mean?
do you have those Street Fighter boats coming in too? Dude, I saw someone running away from a helicopter in the world. I was like,
oh, really?
yeah, you can watch other people get chased. It's fucking
cool.
cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And there was I saw the sirens coming down because I was on the bay edge and you can see the street. And so I saw the sirens on the map and I looked. And I was like, oh, this guy's got 2 cops. And then this fucking helicopter comes from around me. And I was like, oh, this dude's at like 5-star level chase.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you have because I have, but I unlocked like high heat races where it's like you have to be heat 3. It's like, what the fuck? Like, who is doing that?
Come in hot, bro.
Yeah,
Come in
dude.
at 160 or you're not going to win this race.
Like, how are you even going to like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
How are you going to get there without the cops being on you?
For real. It's probably those supercars definitely come into play, but I hope not. Like, I hope I can go through it like with my 180, you know?
Good luck.
I hope I can turn it into a rocket ship. It's pretty quick.
Okay.
And it takes a corner pretty well.
We'll see.
Yeah. I got some sticky tires. Yo, Jonathan, get Need for Speed Heat.
There is a
Steven Roth has Heat.
something that you can get. Oh, really? We should play it. Is there crossplay? Yeah, there is. There is like something you can get on your car that like increases the amount of damage you do.
Yeah, I got that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I got it because I'm sick of those cops, dude.
Dude, they're
Sick
so
of it.
annoying.
Because I had to get it because I was doing the drift zones and I kept getting into cop chases and they kept wrecking my car. I was like, this is annoying. I'm just trying to do something. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Fuckers.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yep.
It's a great free game. Like, I don't like that we had to wait this long to have this many free games come out.
Wait, Need
like
for
good
Speed
free
wasn't
games?
free?
Wasn't?
No, it was on sale.
Oh, I forgot. It felt like free. Oh, I used my code. That's why it doesn't even count in my brain.
$25.
Still, I don't regret that then.
No, that's a good deal.
I would have paid 30, I think.
Wow.
I would have. For the experience, this is a $30 at least experience.
Yeah.
It is certainly a lot of aspects of what I wanted from a racing game, minus the rally racing. But for that, I have fucking dirt.
Yeah, but you also have like the off-road stuff in Need for Speed.
That's not what I want, though.
Right,
Like,
fine, dude.
I mean, you played both. That dirt
Yeah,
experience
bitch. It's different.
is slower.
Yeah.
It's rally racing.
Yeah.
And so I'll just pull that in when I want to play that.
It's fun.
It is fun.
What's the other free game?
The other free game is PUBG. Well, yes.
Oh, yeah.
The 2 games are Street Fighter 5. They come out September 1st, I want to say. 5th?
Yeah. Should do the 5th.
And I think they said you get it. You have the opportunity to download it until October 2nd, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever. So Street Fighter 5. Again, we talked about this. It might be the vanilla version. We'll see when it drops. It might just be your bare bones. I hope
I
not.
don't know. Sometimes
It's an old game.
Sometimes they unload that whole fucking
like Tomb Raider?
special edition on you.
Tomb Raider was like, hey, man, do you want these secret 5 costumes that give you all these benefits?
Yeah, here's all this DLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope not. But I'm excited because it's going to tickle that itch. That Street Fighter's always been not my game, but it's rung my bell. I'm like, that's my shit.
Are you going to play PUBG?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
I've played it.
It's like, I don't know, I have Warzone, so it's
yeah.
like,
That's what I was thinking. Like
and Fortnite.
What is PUBG going to offer me that I don't already get from another game?
Right. I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're one of the original like battle royale games.
Right. I was seeing somewhere of like PUBG though trying to kind of rebrand their PUBG, and it looks like Fortnite.
Oh, really?
And I don't really like it.
Oh, we'll have to try.
Yeah, I like the.
I don't really know that much about it.
I played it when it came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was cool then because it was slower than Warzone paced, but it was also like during a different time where those games were few and far in between.
Mm-hmm.
And like PUBG, was that a mod? That might have been like it might have been a mod of something. And
I think you're right. Like it wasn't like a true game. I don't know how.
I think it was like a freeware release, in fact. And again, the battle royale experience was different, fresh, and there was still a lot. We didn't understand. Like, oh, you can play for 45 minutes and then just lose all your shit? Fuck, I don't want to do that. And then it changed the pace of the game. So I'll play it, but
yeah, we'll try it.
But Warzone's got so many varieties now.
Yeah,
I popped it in the other day and I was like, oh, I can do these. These are fun now. Like the solos, they're quick.
Yeah,
they're cool. You have like, there's so much to do now.
Yeah, Call of Duty's good. They also just released just announced a new one, Cold War.
Yeah.
So I have no interest in playing that game.
I'm sure I'll see multiplayer and it'll look dope, though.
I just don't understand how Cold War can be your concept.
I mean,
it literally means
but
there's
they did
no
Black
fighting.
Ops. They did Black Ops. They can do that.
I guess, dude. Whatever. I don't care. My ass hurts. I need to be done.
On paper, they did. There's no battles, but they're gonna play between the lines and covert espionage, and I just can't believe there's another Call of Duty game coming out. It's like
it's all right. It won't come out till November.
Dude, that's tomorrow.
I know.
It's in quarantine. That was yesterday. Shit's getting cray. PUBG, maybe. SFV, though, I'm in. If you guys are playing Street Fighter on PlayStation, I don't know if it's crossplay. I doubt it. Holla at your boy, because I'm going to be on that. If you're good, holla at someone else.
Yeah, we don't want that energy.
I'm just trying to, talk shit for a little bit. So, who's your character? Oh, real quick, before we go into this, real quick, what's your Shredtember plans? What are you doing? What's your diet? What's your exercise?
I don't know why you're asking.
What are you going to do,
right
bro?
now.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to fucking do more than I'm doing right now.
Doing more? Are you going to change your diet at all? Are you doing carnivore? Steven Ross says he's doing carnivore.
I'll probably eat some vegetables.
Vegetables? You doing keto then?
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
I think I'm going keto too. I think that's just more fun. I don't want to just eat meat all day. I'm not trying to shit my pants.
I like having more options. I want to be able to eat like a little cheese.
Yeah.
Have a
or
fucking
just
cheese stick.
Just cheese. Have at it.
Yeah, I like that I can have cheese on keto. That's nice.
Yeah. Sour cream.
So I'll literally just do cheese over chicken.
That's a good one.
Melted cheese over chicken.
You kicking for groceries? I'll cook you a couple days dinner as well if you want.
I mean, for free?
If you kicking for groceries, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about it.
It's cheaper, honestly.
We'll see.
I'm good. Trust me, I'll make it cheap. My plans.
Told me $80 a week.
Yeah, dude, that's 7. That's 3 meals a day for a week, dude. 3 meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, even. With some left. Dude, I feed $80 feeds 2 people for a week.
Wait, then why the fuck am I paying $80?
Because then I'm going to pack it all up for you, and you're paying for your packaging as well, and my time, and it'll probably be 4 meals. You look disheartened.
I'll think on
I
it.
don't think that's a word.
I'll think on it.
All right, Shredtember coming up, guys. If you want to participate,
I just wish we had
just fucking
gyms,
do
dude.
it. I mean, you can do that though. You can do some push-ups.
I know, but I much prefer to go to a place where
agree.
it's I go here to exercise.
I work better in terms of doing work at a venue than at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Let's go hiking, bro.
Let's go hiking, dude.
Let's go outside walking. I'm gonna start doing that kettlebell carry up this hill over here.
Oh.
Just gonna throw it in a bag and walk.
Are you walking in dirt?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Why?
Just wondering.
You're just wondering the terrain.
Yeah. What I need to prepare for.
Shoes, bro, and snakes. I don't know.
Snakes?
It said there's snakes. I don't know. It makes me scared.
I feel like I need a hat.
You need a hat. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We're going to buy William Henderson a hat. We're going to do Shredtember, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of Gameboiz. Catch him at _Slim Henderson on Instagram, at the Slim Henderson on Twitter. Catch us at the Buddy System Co. on Instagram. Go to our website, thebuddysystem.co. Catch me at the George F. We are the Gameboiz. If you want to tweet us or tag us, hashtag GAMEBOIZ, and let us know what you're feeling. We'll see you next time on another episode of Gameboiz. Bye bye.
Listen.